This girl writes, she found out that the man she's seeing is spraying toilet air freshener on himself instead of using proper cologne.
That's such a man thing to
Should
do.
this be a red flag and should I be concerned? We are back with another episode of Common Decency. I am your host, Sebby, with
Jenna.
Thanks for coming. I know your time is valuable.
It's taken a lot for me to be here this evening.
Well, we appreciate your time. All right,
I'm joking. I'm in another weird mood.
We're gonna jump into it. The internet has served us some, like Jenna likes to say, juicy, juicy juice.
The slogan for our podcast is juicy, juicy, juice. You have to say it like
Juicy, juicy juice.
yeah, you can't be like, oh, juicy juice. You have to be like juicy, juicy juice. So we dug into Reddit to find some users that are needing help, advice, confessions. What do you have for us today?
Oh my gosh, what don't I have? All right, this is Am I the A-hole? This girl asks, am I the A-hole for not letting my guest sleep on the sofa because that's my dog's place?
No.
All right, this is what she says. My best friend's husband, Bob, was kicked out of the house for being an idiot, obviously. So he decided to come over to his friend's house,
Which is her house?
which is her house because of her husband. She was like, I don't really want to put him on the big bed because that's where, or the pull-out couch because that's where the dog sleeps. So she whipped out the air mattress. Bob asked if he could have the couch, but she said no. So he's like, fine, I'll do the air mattress. In the morning, he woke up complaining. He said his back hurt. He said it deflated, which it didn't. And then her husband says that she should probably apologize to Bob for not letting him sleep on the sofa.
I mean, you probably don't want your dog's sleep schedule to be off because he didn't get to sleep on his couch.
Right?
No, I'm the best dog mom in the world, but even I would, I would make sure a human is more comfortable in my house.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even if, I mean, don't you love your dogs? Mm-hmm. And you would kick them out of their beds, what they're so routine to, so that somebody else, even if you have an air mattress?
I think the dog would do the air mattress.
I don't know. My dog needs to sleep on his comfy throne, that white comfy couch. Hard for me to kick somebody out, for sure. So, what do you think?
Is she the asshole?
Yeah.
No.
But you said that you would let him sleep on the sofa. Okay, well, hey. We don't really have. She is not the asshole, but she should have let him sleep on the air mattress. Moving on to the next. Oh my gosh, this girl writes. She says, "My boyfriend went on vacation with another girl without telling me. It was last month. He said he was stressed out at work and he needed time off. He hadn't taken off time in 7 years. He said, so he felt he needed to go." Now, they've been together for 3 years, and he's never taken time off, so she was like, yeah, for sure. He actually said he'd prefer to go alone because he wanted to backpack and such. After he came back, he surprised her by revealing he had a female friend with him the entire time. And so he tags her on IG posts, so she was really curious, and she looked at her account, and she tagged him back, and then she comes to find out she's on OF. And he just went on a trip with her. She asked him why didn't you tell me? And he said, you didn't ask.
At first I was like, oh, so he has a whole other relationship. But it sounds like he just brought an escort.
Probably. Or he could have just been having an online relationship with this girl, like DMing. And she could have been like, hey, I'm going on this trip. Do you want to come?
No, that's something you tell your partner.
But I mean, if you're going to ask your partner if you can go on a trip with another person, I mean, is that person really suited to be your partner?
No.
Yeah, so she should probably just move on.
So weird.
So weird.
Break
right?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, break up. Like, don't even put up with that.
Why would the guy want to be in the relationship with the girl still?
Everyone says that he's gaslighting her.
Yes. Yeah, that's what you call is it a psychopath that does that? There's
narcissist.
Narcissist.
Yeah, he's definitely not the right guy. He likes to work hard, but I'm sure he likes to party even harder. So just move on. If he's trying to justify going on a trip without telling his significant other, that's just so
weird.
And I would never do that. And then I would never want to go without my significant other in the first place. Weird, move on. Don't deal with that anymore.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go. Next question. Your gaze tonight, so magical.
It's magical.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. It's just like you're so glassy-eyed right now.
What does that mean?
That means like, are you on ayahuasca or something?
No, I'll have a carrot cake baking in the oven.
Oh, are you serious? Is that why it smells so good here?
I've never made carrot cake before.
Tell us more.
I'm on food TikTok right now, you guys, and it is me.
Why?
Food, recipe, grocery store, cook, eat.
It just doesn't end.
And then I get in bed at night just hoping to like maybe laugh or, enjoy myself. Food TikTok. What do I have to do? Create a new TikTok account to get off of food TikTok? Do I want to be off food TikTok
Like,
though?
you don't even want to be off of it.
I don't know. I'm in a weird chapter right now, you guys.
So-
Hyper fixated on food.
What's wrong with that?
I feel I have gained 5 pounds in the last 5 minutes.
Wow. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
It's still cold out. You still need that extra layer.
No, but I actually don't mind like being thick, I feel.
Why is that? Like, what are the justifications for being thick?
Being skinny is a little uncomfortable. Like your bones like clank together and stuff. It's so weird. Like your kneecaps are like really uncomfortable in bed. And if you lay on the floor, like your hip bones like stab into it. Like it's kind of uncomfortable being skinny.
Oh my God. I never thought of that.
It is. It's a little more comfortable being a little thicker and those
So
things
you have a
not
little more
happening.
cushion.
Yeah.
Yeah, because knees clanking got me.
Knees, like in bed, trying to go to bed at night with like a pillow between your legs, like you can't fall asleep unless you have a pillow between your legs.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because your knee bones like hurt.
Is that why you have bruises sometimes?
Yeah. And then I have really bony elbows.
Yeah.
And those clank on stuff, and it's just kind of uncomfortable.
Okay, so
So I'm baking a carrot cake.
let's. Can I have some?
It might not be any good. I've never made one before.
Well, hey, if anybody has any good carrot cake recipes out there, I don't want to go somewhere to get a carrot cake. I just want to make it.
No, I think we have to go somewhere to get a carrot cake.
No, remember that place in Austin? that used
Oh
to
my
make carrot cakes?
God.
It's on
Yes.
West 6th Street.
It was who is that actress?
Bullock.
Sandra Bullock's.
Sandy Bullock's sister owned this restaurant.
What was it called?
I forget what it's called, but it had amazing carrot cake.
You know what has the best cake ever?
Cheesecake Factory.
No. Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Oh, wow.
And that's a chain.
Wow.
I don't care if you're in the middle of
Oh my
Wisconsin.
God, that's-
You have a Nothing Bundt Cake.
I thought you were going to the grave with that. I thought you were gatekeeping that for your whole
No, I need
life.
no. It's a chain. Everyone needs to go there because I need for this chain to stick around forever. You know what saddens me is thinking about how the one consistent thing in life is change, and everything is just a chapter. I don't want Nothing But Cakes to just be a chapter.
Yeah.
I want it to stay open forever.
If they can be a part of my life for the rest
Forever.
of my life.
That's why we have to Nothing But Cakes.
Hey, yeah, send us. They do the minis.
They do minis.
They do mediums. They do occasions, events.
Hot tip.
Gluten-free chocolate chip.
Gluten-free. And I'll tell you why. People don't know this about gluten-free items. If you like light, fluffy, airy,
I do.
that's regular, right?
them.
If you like thick,
I like thick.
dense,
Give it to me.
that is gluten-free. So gluten-free to me almost feels heartier and thick and like
But it doesn't feel like that inside of you.
but when you eat it, you feel light. So I love gluten-free, Nothing Bundt Cakes, gluten-free
Chocolate chip.
cake. Are we leaving the house right now to go?
I will say I just put it in an order on my DoorDash app. One will be here by the end of this episode. So we are excited about that.
See, I'm like hyper fixated on food right now. So weird.
Yeah, you are. But I can't complain about that because I enjoy a good feast or two.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. What's next?
This guy is asking the internet if he's an a-hole.
He probably is. You know what?
Well, this one's
If you
interesting.
gotta write
This
it.
one's interesting. It has to.
I'm sick of these. Am I the asshole? Yes. If you're asking, yeah.
So here we go. Am I the a-hole? This is a grown man talking about his kids now, his family. Am I the a-hole for making my 12-year-old son take care of himself and his 10-year-old brother for a week? So the father caught the 12-year-old talking back to his mom, saying something when she was doing chores, and she asked him to do his chores. He gave her lip, and the father was found that very disrespectful. So in these day and ages, parents don't really hit their kids. So
Quick question. You guys are not spanking your kids anymore?
people don't spank their kids anymore.
That is so weird to me because the only thing that could get me to act right when I was a kid was threatening the wooden spoon.
Yeah,
And it worked.
the spoon worked on me.
And you got whooped when you were little?
Yeah, with the spoon. And I wouldn't want it any other way. I really would.
It built so much character for me.
Oh my gosh, for me too. You know what else? I'm glad we're leaning back and we're comfy.
Okay.
It feels better.
Anyways.
My wife is a teacher and she works her ass off to make sure we have a nice home to live in. He said my kid needs to be punished, and I thought thought of the best possible thing. The husband is sending his wife to Mexico with her school friends for spring break. So he's sending them go have fun.
Love this husband.
See, is he the asshole?
No.
So what he's doing is he's going to work from home that whole week that she's gone, and he's going to put the older son in charge of the younger son, and the kid has to take care of everything. He says, "Do you think that what your mom does here is a full-time job?" And he said, "Yes." The boy said, "Yes." He's like, "Well, do you know that we both have full-time jobs and your mom comes home and does that as well? So that's two full-time jobs that she does. You need to be a little more grateful. And this is how I'm going to teach you to be grateful."
Cool.
So do you think he's an asshole for doing that?
Again, no.
Why not?
That's creative parenting.
Creative parenting 101. Is there such thing as good and bad creative parenting?
You tell me.
I think there's some bad creative parenting out there.
Huh?
Like if you're sending your kid to corner for timeout if he did something wrong.
Oh yeah, that's bullshit.
That's not good. Or if you let your kids do whatever they want. Not that good. So do I need to move on to something else more interesting?
I'm at a point in my life where like I am so vocal about like if I am just bored,
Yeah.
like do better.
Or-
Try harder.
Yeah.
Or don't involve me.
Exactly.
Hey, if you're not bringing your A game, let me stay home.
So guys, if you see me next week on an episode of this podcast hosting it by myself, it's because I'm not being interesting enough for Jenna.
Do you find things interesting?
I do find things very interesting, but in order to keep your attention, I feel like I would have to find things that you find are interesting, which are simply food TikToks, because that's what you're on right now. I couldn't bring anything else to the table where you would find interesting. But if I brought a list of food TikTokers, you'd be down to discuss every one of their top-rated posts.
No, that sounds boring.
See, there's no winning. There's no winning. I'd be like, let's talk about the Oscars last night.
Oh my God, no. See, this is how I make things interesting for myself. I disagree with everything.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that makes me giggle.
Oh, but thankfully I understand that, so I just keep setting myself up and she just keeps beating me down, which is fine. I'm used to it. I learned it.
I think I'm entertaining myself.
But also I get a little bit entertained.
I'm like keeping myself a little occupied. That's how I do it.
I'm just happy that I get to see this over again. Just to see like my heart break a little bit.
It breaks your heart?
Oh.
It's not fun?
Yeah. To tell me how boring
You're
I am?
smiling.
Yeah, that's not fun. That's not very fun. I honestly just like talking to you, so thank you for this time.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
You can say whatever you want to me.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. I had one of those delicious mints from one of our previous episodes. So on to our next relationship problem. This girl writes, she found out that the man she's seeing is spraying toilet air freshener on himself instead of using proper cologne.
That's such a man thing to
Should
do.
this be a red flag and should I be concerned?
That what? He has autism? Yeah, that's a red flag. Why is he?
She said she went over to her friend's house the other day and in her bathroom she had Aroma Wild Citrus Flowers air freshener. And when she sprayed it, it smelled exactly like her now boyfriend. She says, what should I make of this? Is he a weirdo? Perhaps he has financial problems and is using air freshener. So it's an exchange.
No, this is very similar to like a guy just using like a 3-in-1 body wash. Like men just literally have a part of their brain missing, I feel, in like a very endearing way.
That's true.
Like no hate, like they just don't pay attention. Men simply don't pay attention to the level that women do. It's how their brains are like wired, I feel.
Right.
So like I wouldn't be alarmed. I would just be like, oh, he's just not paying attention.
Okay, so should we tell him? Like, hey bro, you smell like citrus mango right now.
No, I think let him enjoy himself and spritz himself up with Febreze and let him walk about life.
So let somebody else tell him that he smells like Febreze.
Well, it doesn't sound like it smells
It
bad.
doesn't smell bad.
Yeah. If somebody came in my house and was like, hey, I don't like that you're using shampoo as body wash, I'd be like, I don't care what you say. Like, let me use my shampoo as body wash.
Yeah.
If this guy wants to use
Wait.
poopery, if he wants to spray his body with poopery, you let the man live.
He's got like poopery in his pockets. He just pull it out. So wait, you said that you use shampoo as body wash?
Constantly.
What else? That's not normal, folks. What else do you do that's uncommon in the bathroom? Like you use toilet paper, right?
I'm just kidding.
You brush your teeth, right?
I do brush my teeth. Oh, I use Vaseline as a facial moisturizer.
Speaking of brushing teeth, I have seen you brush your teeth, and folks, it's not normal. Jenna will put half the bottle of toothpaste on her toothbrush. Just a whole.
Okay. Well,
lot.
you're not putting enough toothpaste, and that explains why your
Wait.
breath smells at all times.
Hey, I wasn't going there. I was just telling people how much toothpaste you used.
Have you seen my teeth?
Yeah, I've seen them. What happened at your last dentist visit? When was the last time you went to the dentist?
I was scammed.
Who else gets scammed at the dentist office like this one?
I walk in the dentist. This dentist scams me. She took photos of all of my teeth before the cleaning, shows me all the photos and says, oh, this might be a cavity. What do you want to do about it? I said, or it could be a coffee stain. How about you clean my teeth? That's why I'm here. And then we can discuss. What kind of dentist says these might be cavities? We don't know yet. Like, don't waste my time. I use so much toothpaste, lady. You're lying to me.
And speaking of wasting time, that's it for this week, folks. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for wasting all my time.
Sorry.
Love you.